Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Quick Expert Reviews. Today we've got a Samsung Galaxy A50. Now this review unit didn't come with the box, so I'm going to show you in the top left corner what are the contents of the box based on the A40 review. Now this phone is also made of plastic that looks like a glass, so Samsung calls it a glass stick, but it is plastic. Then we've got the triple lens setup, the LED flash, the power button, volume up, volume down, the second microphone on the top, the SIM tray plus memory card tray on the left side, then the headphone jack Type-C and a one bottom firing speaker on the bottom. Then we've got the 25 megapixel front facing camera and a earpiece. Now the phone itself is actually pretty handy, even though it is a full HD display, 6.4-inch Infinity display. Which is also an AMOLED, Super AMOLED, so it's really nice considering the price of the phone, which is like £309. Okay, it looks like I broke the brightness slider. Well, yeah, it is what it is. And apart from that, we are running on Android 9, One UI version 1.1 with the security update from March 2019, so pretty much up to date. I really like the feeling of this phone. Now, as you can see, we've got the device care, which tells us that this device has 64 gigabytes of internal storage. However, on a British market, you can only buy the 128 gig phones with 4 gigabytes of RAM. Obviously, that storage is expandable if you'd like to, so ignore the size of this review unit. The phone also sports under-display fingerprint sensor plus facial recognition. However, the under-display sensor isn't the ultrasonic one from the Samsung S10 series phones, S10, S10 Plus. It's still pretty secure, but it's not as fast and not as reliable as the one on the S10 series. So if you see, if you want to use it, yes, you're more than welcome to, but bear in mind it's not the same unit. Now we've got the standard usual motion gestures on the Samsung phones, which actually I think came up first 6 years ago with the S4. I remember the flip to mute and so on. The very weird navigation bar is also present, the one from the A40, so it's not pixel-esque experience as such, but yeah, you can kind of you can slide your finger as opposed to pressing the back, home and reset button. In terms of, I fixed the brightness. In terms of the One UI as well, you've got the full-blown night mode, so if you'd like to, you can turn it on, and as you can see, everything goes dark, so it helps especially in the evening or actually in the dark, puts less strain on your eyes. On top of that, you also get the blue light filter, which is standard nowadays on smartphones, but yeah, it is here in under the display settings. What else? Full screen apps. Yeah, so if you like to, you can try and force the apps to open with the notch, sorry, the teardrop, the eye drop, the water drop, notch, however you call it. Another one of my favorite features with the Samsung phones is the Dolby Atmos. Sadly, this only works with headphones, and the actual UHQ upscaler. So what it does, it's very similar to what DSE EHX does on the Sony phones, which takes an ordinary MP3 file and tries to upscale the audio to a high-res quality. Now, do bear in mind, it's not the same quality as downloading music files from, let's say, Tidal or any other high-res audio source, but it does sound better, and the files, the actual audio sounds less distorted. Nothing much in terms of connectivity, so let's go on. What else we've got? FM radio, Samsung browser as usual, the game launcher, which if you'd like to, you can put all your games into, and then it helps you with the actual the phone feels You've got everything in one place basically, so you don't have to throw for like 20,000 icons. In terms of the camera setup, it's pretty interesting considering the recently reviewed 840. Obviously you do get one additional sensor, so we've got 3 sensors on the back actually. One of them is 5 megapixels, I believe. Yes, it's the top one, which is a depth camera, which is used for the live photos, which I've just shown you. Then the next one is the main camera, which is 25 megapixels with an f-stop of 1.7, which means it allows you to capture more light. And then the bottom one is ultra wide camera with 8 megapixels, 123-degree wide camera. So the phone does sport 3 cameras. The phone doesn't record in 4K, unfortunately. That's the A70 and 880. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to review the A60. And in terms of the picture quality, obviously, as usual, you will see that at the very end of the video, while you see the picture samples. What else we've got in here? High efficiency audio, which is always nice. HDR only works on photos, doesn't work in videos like on the Sony handsets, for example. You also do get the AI modes, the Bixby button or whatever. This, you've seen that for a second, bottom right corner. It allows you to recognize the scene you are shooting, so it helps out with that. And as far as I remember, it's 20 scenes it understands, from dog, indoor, flowers, person, over beaches, text, birds, snow, waterfall, night shots and stuff like that. So it's pretty convenient. Yeah, that's the one in the bottom right corner, the blue thingy flashing. So yeah, that's pretty much the camera covered and all of these features. Let's go over to the audio. It is very loud. The speaker is very loud, so do bear that in mind. So thanks for watching another episode of Quick Expert Reviews. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye!